catch the last comments here by some guy named Robert. I like this stuff. Breeds confidence in me. So yesterday I did a stream, not one of my usual marathon streams, but here's a comment by Robert V. Who is Robert V? Here's Robert V's channel. Looks like he's into Illustrator. He's into being a soldier. Let's see, trading videos. What does he have to say? That was so much fun yesterday. Here's what Robert V has to say. He says, how about that pullback in the euro? He says, I love this stuff. Trading is a scam. Okay, right there, we got a problem. I think he traded to come to my channel and post this as opposed to going off and making babies with his wife. There's a trade. Trading is a scam, and it's not about Forex, stocks, futures, options, currencies, CFDs, indices, dildos, you name it. The whole idea that you can download a trading terminal, create some sort of trading plan, open a position, close it, and make money from it is a delusion. Okay. What is this guy? Kidding? If you trade Forex, then you are basically trading against your broker. No, I'm trading with my broker. He's clearing my trades because I don't want to carry a briefcase of money. I'm trading against my broker. This guy really has a lot of knowledge. You might win a little. You might win big. It doesn't matter. Ultimately, they will decide whether or not they let you withdraw money, your money. Yes, you may open 6 different accounts with 6 different brokers. But I beg you to explain to me how you're going to manage all of them. Well, I'm not playing games on the internet. And I've got to have how do you manage your... Okay, let me ask you, Robert. How do you manage your phone bill, your electric bill, your gas bill, your car repairs, your wife's shoe collection? You guy's kidding, right? He's kidding, right? How do you manage to get on the internet and make stupid comments? You gotta love this thinking. Something tells me he's not all there. I think he feels like he has no control over his life. But I beg to explain to me, how are you going to manage all them? Well, who says I have to manage them? What if I just don't trade on every fucking account, every fucking second? Well, I don't know. Oh my God. Where do these people come from, man? Incredible. If you choose to go with exchange, okay, how are you going to manage that? If you choose to go with exchange, then you'll have to fight with liquidity. Oh, come here, liquidity. I think the euro is pretty liquid. It's like half the Forex market. I haven't got a requote in 8 years. I used to get requotes. InstaForex is the guys out of Asia. I couldn't remember yesterday. InstaForex. Anybody ever trade there? Nanolots. InstaForex still exists too. Had no problem. Traded right through the tsunami with that. This is the comment from the last stream by Robert V. I'm sure he'll delete it. It's so preposterous. So if you choose to go with exchange, then you'll have to fight with liquidity. How about Bitcoin? Talk about a fight. I got to scalp out of something here. Okay, I'm scalping out of this position here. There you go. $3,100. That's what I'm talking about. I bought this pullback. It wasn't here, so I put a bunch of limits in here. And they filled me. Those bastards. My broker filled me, those fuckers. You probably do get requotes, yeah. I can imagine that. That's why God invented limit orders. And they probably make you trade so many pips away and everything like that, that kind of stuff. So he says, now you can just sit, now you can just, oh, no. Now you can't just buy and or sell anything at a specific price unless there are buyers or sellers there. Well, you know, in a $2 trillion a day euro-dollar market, I don't think it's too hard. Get that, $2 trillion a day goes through the euro. Basically, right? If it's a $4 trillion a day market, I bet a lot of this is going through the euro dollar. Like, I'm getting requotes like a bitch. You see me get all the requotes, right? I'm doing 400 trades a day. How do these people make it to the interweb? Unless there are buyers and sellers there. And what happens when there are no buyers or sellers there? Broker opens your position at a different more affordable price. Oh no. Plus they're charging you commissions and spread. Oh no, oh no. You might think that's not important. Since real traders don't care about the entry, they care about money management. Okay, wait a minute. Is that part of the money management? But think about this. Just this morning, I bought one futures contract on the 1 hour chart, set a 35-point stop and a 72-point take profit. The price goes up, hits my take profit, I took my balance, and realized something's wrong. When I checked my trading history, it turned out my position didn't close at 72-point profit. It closed at 62 below. That's probably because you're looking at the ask on your screen. Is this guy kidding? That's 62 fucking points, and wasn't even scalping. So instead of trading with a 35 pip stop and a 72 pip take profit, as you end up trading with a 35 pip stop and my 10 take profit. Why? Because there are no sellers in that area. Dude, what are you trading? Eggs at the Chicago Board of Trade? What are you trading? What are you trading? Fucking Post-it note futures? What the fuck who is this guy? He's kidding, right? So these people are kidding. They're trolling me with jokes. Who would spend this much time writing a joke? And mind you, this was the most liquid equities on the exchange. He doesn't name it. You often hear people say that only individuals who make money from trading are brokers. Oh my God. I don't know who the fuck makes what, but I can tell you that you can't earn anything in this industry because it's all fake. Just like Sandy Hook. When you trade Forex, you buy lots. But ask yourself, what is a lot? Well, it's a standard lot would be $100,000. You can't touch it. You can't smell it. If you trade futures, then ask yourself, what is a contract? What exactly are you trading? Are you trading paper with text on it? Are you trading a PDF file? Hell, even people who work on exchanges don't know what the fuck they're doing. Find a trader on Wall Street and ask him, hey, trader, come here. What the fuck is S&P? What the fuck is Standards & Poor's, dumb fuck? It's Standards & Poor. Okay, it's an index. Who are these people? Who are these people? Well, it's an index of multiple stocks. Okay, what exactly is it? What does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? Can I take a picture of that as a meal on Facebook? And when you press the buy button, what exactly does that do? I ask all these questions because in reality you have no working material except an ID of your order position. If something goes wrong, there's nothing you can do about it. And just like my position closed with 10 pips instead of 72, yours might have the same fate. That's why I trade more than one position typically. Oh my God. Man, we're all in trouble if there's more than one guy like this out there. Provided you just ever decide to trade on futures exchange, well, I wouldn't be dumb enough to do that. Look at you. And you'll never prove you are right. Sorry, no sellers there. See ya. Or whatever the KO. I don't know what KO means. Things like this will fuck up even the best trading plan. I don't know anybody who makes money from it. But I know a lot of people who like to play trading like a video game. And you're doing the same thing. Probably because you're retired and got nothing better to do than record 24-hour long streams. You said yourself that trading is not about making money. Then what the fuck is it about then? I guess it's attracting dumb fucks like you to comment. I had to vent this shit. Sorry. Well, we're so glad you did. Brilliant. Here comes Paul Trader. Good comment. I only trade 1Ks and 2Ks in small account Forex and regard it all as gambling. Anyways. So the euro's going up off a support level in a fake account. My real account's up, though. No, my fake account's I'm making money. I'm right 70. I'll have you right. I'm 71.6% of the time I'm right here. Let me see what I'm doing now. Here's my fake statement. So this is what I've done in 5 days of fake trading and real money trading. I'm not trading this big. I don't usually leave $13,000 in my trading account. In one trading account. I'm right, 71.6%. I make 500% a month if I keep going at this rate. 56% in this week. I do 474 trades per day. So this is my biggest, longest holding trade here. 4 hours on that was a swing trade. I don't know. So, I don't know what to say. It's pretty funny shit, though, huh? Anyways. Yeah. Well, you can just get one of these cherry keyboards. Just program it. $50 used on eBay. A G86. A cherry G86. I'm using this program here called let's see, what's it called? Christ. It's called wait for it. I know I got it in here. It's called Designer. This is what I'm using on my cherry keyboard. It's reading the keyboard now. And so what I did here is, this is C1 key for control, because MetaTrader gives you 72 hotkeys. So this is buy, this is sell, this is take all profits, this is delete all objects, at least for me. So this keyboard cost me $50 used on eBay. It's pretty rare to find one with 2 rows of programmable above the function keys, but that's what I found. It's a G86 614. So there's so many configurations of that, and the software is free. So I should probably download the new version of software. Not that it would matter. But look at this. I got this keyboard also, but I haven't programmed it yet. It's a little overwhelming. It's a big monster. So we got Cherry G86. It's called Cherry Rows and Columns. What an inspiring little chat from Robert V. Can you smell it? Can you taste it? I thought he was going to go. I thought he was a gold stacker. I can bite into that gold and leave teeth marks. That's how I know it's real. Pretty funny. No, it's not about making money. It's a process-oriented thing. Right? Trading's a process-oriented. It's like playing guitar is not about writing a hit song. It's about playing guitar. If you write a hit song, okay, that's a great afterthought. I have this one without the touchpad. I got pure buttons. This one's made in Germany. I bought that one used for $80. It's actually a German company, although the one I'm hammering on now is made in China. These things weigh a little bit. Plus I have card swipers up here. I'm wondering if I could have, and this is what I'd really like to do, is take and have a card that says, that has like a certain script thing, and I could swipe it on there and it would just like have like, you know, like something written on the card or something. I don't know. But I could just put my config file that I used on this. But that would mean you have the exact same keyboard I do, because this is called a SPOS, which means small point of sale keyboard, which sounds perfect to me because that's what we're doing. We're trading point of sale. It's very hard to find this. But when you program it, you have to be careful because you've got to release the key. These guys are in Ohio. The U.S. support team's in Ohio. Here's all the configurations they have. And this is the cheapest I've found. There's another way to do it, but I don't like this touchpad shit, so I got one without, luckily. Mine has a number pad down there. This looks like a smart card reader's built in. They actually are not showing all the configs. Anyways. Yeah, you could do a game. You could get a game. You could also get a joystick. The keyboard I really want, but it costs like $300, is a... it's called X Keys. And it lights up. It's pretty fancy. And a bump stop would be cool too. This costs $230. This would be nice used though. Check this one out. Because at nighttime, you know, when I'm having candlestick dinner with my girlfriend, you can pull out these things, and here's where you're pouring all the money. This is liquidity. This is how you get more liquidity right there. See, you hit this liquidity button if you're not getting filled right. Not getting filled on time. You can get, and then you can get it with a different config on that. This is the one I really want. Because this one, to me, I could imagine buy and sell columns here real easy. Maybe that's the problem. I got too much imagination for my own good. You could have, you know, buy on the right, sell on the left. And you could basically make this any way you want with the blank keys. That's with the lights on. You can also tell which colors. That's a beefcake. It's dedicated. There's no, the nice thing about this is it doesn't have any QWERTY on it. Doesn't have any QWERTY bullshit going on. A B&H photo. I'm buying stuff here for years. Good prices, B&H photo. Other than that, that's the other option. That's a very expensive option too, the cherry. Anyways, it's pretty funny. Funny stuff. So that's about it. I don't know if he's put a, what else there is to say about that. Yeah, you can do the gaming thing. In fact, you could just have, I saw on Amazon like a 3-button machine that you can just click. You know, you can just have it so that it's like 3 buttons. Buy, sell, take all profits. Like a $10 USB little, it's just like a little baby remote control wired. Looks like the euro's going up. That was the big pullback. That was funny that that guy's just trading one ticket in the futures. He's complaining that he made money. So I don't know. But yeah, this thing about, so the thing that people are saying this morning, well, the news comes out and made the market go up. And I'd really like to know, did the news come out exact? How do you find out when the news came out? Does anybody know how to find out? If you go to Reuters, who released that news? And what's more important than that, when the news came out at 6:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, and what was, and can anybody tell me what was the news here? So I was downtown today and I looked at, I had pendings here to buy at the limit because I kind of figured that they may return to the scene of the crime. The news came out here, right? Can anybody tell me, like, who didn't buy this shit down here, right, already? But can anybody tell me, when the news came out, am I supposed to believe that every big boy on the planet had their finger on the trigger and they pressed a buy button? Because they knew exactly what the news meant the fucking second it came out. What the hell's going on with people? Is there anything wrong? Talk about having problems with logic. I think with this broker, it's psychotic. It's psychotic. I had a broker once that didn't have a limit. They're still out there. They're called Metal Forex. They're Forex Metal. 1,001 leverage. So I put a script out there. One of these drop scripts. Okay, so I put the script like this. And the script had a flaw in it. Gotta find it first. So it was like one of these guys. It was just like this, okay? Where it's going to buy in limits, but I screwed up one of these tickets, okay? And what happened was, the broker, in other words, the broker said, no, that's no good, but then the script kept looping. It kept stacking up on the Australian dollar. So the power went out here, and I had to go trade the rest of this at my friend's house on a laptop. It was like 5 years ago. Go to my friend's house, I go, can I use your internet? Because my power's out and I'm in a bunch of trades. Oh, sure. So I sat in his lazy boy chair and I dozed off and I looked down and I noticed that I was getting filled. No, I noticed that all of a sudden I'm using, and I've had this nightmare before where I had actually a little bit of a scare the other day because I looked over and I thought I was looking at my real account, but it was a demo, and I'm like, holy shit. How can I be using this much margin? So I looked down. This is 1,001 leverage, right, out of Panama, Metal Forex, like 4.5 years ago. And I looked down and I see that I'm in using, I only had $500 in the account. And I go, oh my God, I'm using like, I'm in like, oh God, like $100,000 position. I'm like, holy shit. Well, what happened was, it was Asia's session. I dropped the script. It keeps looping and it's stacking up unbeknownst to me because on the screen, all you see is one ticket. When you're looking at a 4-hour chart and you're zoomed out, you just see one ticket. This thing's looping. And I'm like, I didn't know it, right? So it fills it. And I thought, and this is kind of where you're at the fork in the road between, are you a gambler or are you like some kind of responsible person? So I decided to go with the gambling. And I thought, let it go. Let's see what happens. I rolled that thing out. Made like $600, and I said, oh, I'm just never going to do that again. But it was kind of, I thought, what the hell? Let it go. So that was amazing. If we did not get those news stories, would not have gotten that move with that strength. I don't think that's true at all. Because it was order and balance. I've seen the market move like that without news. I'm just saying, I was sitting there one night and I looked at the market. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I was just going through a hole. Okay, so how do you explain this move on the, if that's true, then how do you explain this move here? Was this more news? I know exactly what caused that. Why did it come back to here? Gee, I think it just kind of ran out of sellers there and left this vacuum behind. That's kind of strange. I just can't believe people are sitting behind their screen. Who is JP Morgan pull the trigger here? Is this what caused this move? Did the news come out at 6:30? Can you prove to me when the news came out? I'd like to see the time and sales on the news. I might almost believe you. So, we'll never know either way. It's just like 9/11. There's no other building like that was hit by two hologram jet planes. There's no double-blind studies available in the market. There's no alternate universe that we can check. You can get this Cherry. I bought this Cherry keyboard. Cost $110 at Newegg, but you can get them used all day long on Amazon. Just go to Amazon. Go to eBay. I mean, it's just a keyboard. I already spilled beer in it. Still, it runs like a champ. Yeah, this thing weighs 5 pounds though. This is like, if you threw this keyboard at somebody, you could hurt them. This isn't one of those Dells that weighs like -3 ounces. I lost my screen here. So, let's see. Yeah, no kidding. There was no path of least resistance. So I keep thinking Paul Tudor Jones is here. It says Trader Paul. Yeah, you know, yeah. Well, you can get in too close to the market. Yeah, you can be too close to the market. That's what I did when that guy was telling me that I was nuts when I was playing around in that demo that had no money left in it anyways. I'm trying to trade this demo like normal, you know. Yeah, I just wish I knew exactly when the news came out. I went to Reuters and I couldn't really find the I couldn't find the stats on it. I got stuff running in the background here I got to close down. Because I'm running out of memory. There's some crap in the background here. Okay, I gotta close out these. Google takes up an immense amount of space. Okay. You're not going to win every trade. I mean, I'm not really, like, I fell asleep last night, so I put a bunch of buy limits down here in this, and where I figured we might retest. There's a real high probability the market's going to go up and down and retest. So when I closed off the stream last night, I went flat right here. And then I put just a bunch of buy limits in here. Actually, all the way down. It's better not to get filled and keep your equity high. The fear of missing out would make you put them in too close. But you can, if you got enough money in the account, you could do it. You know, if you don't mind losing 20 cents and $3.80. Some guy this morning in the Discord says, well, 8 pip stop, you're going to get stopped out. I'm like, okay. But I got an 80 pip stop in the next ticket. I think a lot of people are used to trading single tickets, which is not what I'm doing. I'm trading high resolution trading instead of high frequency. High resolution trading to me is the only way to approach these markets. If the markets are that deep, if a 10 pip range contains 100 different prices, then why wouldn't you just say, I don't know the exact turnaround point. And even the Fibonacci, when people put up these Fibonacci charts, they're not exact either. And they're also broker dependent, because when the market slammed up today, you know, you have to ask yourself, why did it turn around where it did? And I would surmise that it's this bottom. The people that bought here, thinking it was going to keep going up, this is the pivot, right? Why did it stop where it stopped? So without whipping out a fib tool, you see this wick. The bottom of if bottoms become tops, that's why there was rejection there. Plus, we have all the way to here on close. And if bottoms become tops, isn't that a better way to treat it? Because it's psychological, right? It's a psychological pivot. This top becomes a bottom, right? They come all the way back to here. They actually invade it. And then it's in an uptrend, right? I don't know. But I'd love to know when that news came out. Right now I'm flat. It's okay not to be in the market. You have to make it okay to have money in your account. So the guy in the comments telling me 6 accounts with money, and how do you manage all that? Well, if you don't put a trade on, there's not much to manage. Besides, some of these brokers pay you interest by just parking your money there, if you can believe that. Plus the swap, if you're on the right side of the swap, you know. But right now, for the rest of the day, I don't see, unless you're on the 5-minute chart, I don't see any good trades. Like, you'd have to be on the 5-minute chart. It's just not worth it. You know, I mean, it's so much work. So the problem with pattern trading is that you look for that pattern. Oh, I see it on the 1-minute chart. Look at. Now here's the top become a bottom. If you traded the 1-minute chart on the clock, moment to moment. Top becomes the bottom, buy. Here you got to buy every minute it pulls back, buy, buy, buy. It's a lot of work. I'm just not up for it. It's only Tuesday. Why don't you just put sell limits up here? So here's my approach. 12-hour sell limit starting here. 12 hours. All the way up. I just go out and get drunk. 16 pips stops. I'm risking $16 to make $44 if we swing through that. Same thing here. 12 hours. You really don't think anybody's going to come in here and buy down here? I don't even care if there's news coming out. Why would I care? It doesn't change the facts of the story. What was the news event here to cause this thing to go rocketing down like a rape date? What was the news event? There was no news event. It was this vacuum left behind by the rally. What was the news event that made this the ultimate auction last week? What's the risk-reward ratio here? You buy here, and you trade vacuum to vacuum, void to void. And you get out here. You had a stop down here. You bought $40 million of currency. You risked $3,000. Maybe you risked 10 grand there. How much money did you make? And I would say that once you got to here, where you're like, dude, I just made so much money, I'm getting out, I don't care where the fuck it goes. Or did you dump and buy a little bit here on the pullback on the 4 hour? And of course, nobody wants to think that trading can be this easy that you just buy when it closes down. Sure, it went lower, but this is the auction. This is why you've got to buy new lows on the 4 hours also. That's why you just, to me, I just could never trade one ticket. I'll never trade one ticket again. Why would you put all your eggs in one basket? Why would you diversify? It doesn't make any sense. News doesn't have to explain all moves, but it does explain some moves. Oh, okay. So, but exactly when did the news come out? Right at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time? And like I said, what explains this move here? Is this bad news? Well, I wasn't here, so I don't know. Good news, bad news. And then look at this. Man, I don't know if anybody bought that. I happened to buy, maybe I bought that and got stopped out, but I know I bought this thing. Because I was like, oh my God, look at that. 5 minutes. Boom. Right into support. Previous resistance becomes support. Wow. Now I'd be like, here, 2 hours. Another thing is, put the 15-minute orders in here. Here's how you don't get clobbered on this stuff. Put a 15-minute buy limit here. You just created your own auction. I will buy here for 15 minutes. If we can't get down here in 15 minutes, I don't want it. Perfect. Here's a 10K. With a 20 pip stop to make 20 pips. If they can ram this down in 15 minutes, I want that trade. Because that will not last. I did the same trade here earlier. Give me everything below here for 15 minutes. And 30 and an hour. And give me everything down here for 8 tonight into Asia. This week, if 5 days from now, I don't have any daily scripts, 12 hours is the max. If 5 days from now, let me just ask you this without any type of other analysis other than buying something cheap. I know nobody wants to do it. I know. They want to see like influence. I got to see this indicator with that. It's got to land on my trend line. Forget trend lines, all that stuff. That's just, trend lines to me is just how to gauge momentum dying out. Triangles lost some momentum. Who doesn't want to buy here next week? If only for a scalp to here and scale into that. And just put a bunch of orders in there. You got some that you scalp out early inside of that. I don't get it, because I'm thinking to myself, why didn't I trade like that a long time ago? Okay, can you tell me the source of the news event? Was it Reuters? I'd love to see it. Yeah, fools will always be fools. There's got to be a better way to approach the market than trying to read the minds of the people that pull the triggers on news. There's got to be a better way to trading than indicators and all that. There's got to be a way to create your own market with orders. All right? What, the newspaper could fall off the table? Anything could happen. Look at the daily. I mean, anybody that's sold above here, Monday's high, they're in profits right now. Now, whether they took them, that's a whole other thing. And that's just as bad. If you're up on a trade and you don't take profits, and you're like, oh, God. What a terrible feeling. Because this 4-hour chart's dependent on this broker. Okay, so here's my 15-minute orders I put in. Okay, we'll see what happens here. So I'm getting filled right now. So I'm going to front run this with 15-minute buy limits starting here, and here's a 10K with a 20 pip stop. I'm in 4K right now. But that's nothing. It's like 470 trades a day typically on this account. So I can cash out right now. If I think this is a dead cat bounce, also with having this orders in already, I can just say, you know what? If this bounces a little bit, I'll just cash out. But here's the 5-minute chart. They're coming into my order bank. So here's probably an impossible move for the market to make. Let's see the market come down here in 15 minutes. I don't think it's possible. But if it is, like it was here, great. Also here, look at this move. These are amazing moves. Exposure is time-based for me. Okay. There you go. I'm going to put a 6K in my real money. Same trade. I'm sure it explains some movements. But was it good news or bad news for the euro when they came out with that news? Was it bad news for the dollar? What was the news, actually? Let me see if I can do it. I went to Reuters, but I couldn't find it. Is that who releases this stuff? The government said Reuters is the final distillation of... Don't forget all the inside traders at the banks. You know, the government here in the United States is allowed to inside trade. It's all about Zuckerberg today. You sure Zuckerberg didn't scratch his nose and signal to JP Morgan to pull the trigger on that? I mean, poor Zuckerberg, this geek. Dude, if you're on Facebook, really? This is like when the government was arguing about if the NFL had the air inside the balls. Or Pete Rose gambling on baseball goes in front of... What? Well, we have to protect our constituents. They're all sports goobers. Okay. Sounds right. So if I go to currencies, I'm inside of Reuters. Look at this poor Zuckerberg. They make him look like a... Look at this. I'm triggered by this photo. They make him look like a zombie, like they're breeding Zuckerbergs. What the fuck? Look at this. Oh my God. Look, who's this chick? Some social justice warrior caught up. Is that one of? Is this one of Trump's girlfriends on the side? The babysitter. Fix Facebook. It's really important in my life. Not get enough likes on my meal I posted. Why don't people post their meal after they ate it? Why can't we see a toilet shot? Oh, this is what I had. Somebody, oh, that's really, how vulgar. Well, I mean, you're putting, can I see you chewing your steak? How about why doesn't Facebook come out with like a mouth cam? So that, with infrared light in there, so you can see as I eat the food. You got the Forex mouth cam? You bet I do. They ain't tracking my data. They can track my meal, but they ain't tracking my data. Come here, you. You on that Facebook again? What I tell you, they're watching. Look at the helicopters outside. This is how I made a bunch of money shorting Facebook today. It was when Susan News was released on this guy. The sell button was in my hand. Me and Citibank went short. I got a guy here from Mellon Bank. We were having beers. I'm going, dude, wait till Facebook. Wait till they come. Are you short? Oh yeah. Mellon Bank, Chemical Bank. We're all here having a big. Me and ICT. Had a luau. ECB, remember, said something then. CB denied it. Well, rumors, right? Buy the rumor, sell the fact. I think that's what that chart says. I know. I want to send him some money. Anyways, I really wish I could. Here, currencies. It's a distant memory now. Sterling Bass, 2 week highs, but risks grow. Oh no, I'm scared. Should I stay in the trade? Let's see. Look at this. Any trend there? Look at the torture they're giving these people. Euro versus the pound. I don't know if I should buy or sell. I'm wondering too. Euro pound trade. How to torture a trend trader. Oil's up. I think oil is going to go to the moon. Inflation's coming, people. Brace yourself. Look at oil. This thing's ready to pop like a zit. Look at this thing, man. Welcome to $80 oil. Here's the first resistance. $71. And they're going to say, oh, Trump invaded, Trump's blown up the oil fields over there in where the towelheads live, and that's what's driving oil up. Damn that Trump. We're looking at $84 a barrel. I wonder if this vacuum's going to be a factor. I'm just all about price vacuums. Hoover Trading. ElectroluxTrading.com. Oh no, I have a Shark account. That Shark thing. My friend bought a Shark vacuum. Holy God. This thing sucked the padding out. This thing sucked I was upstairs using it. It sucked the stuff off the coffee table downstairs. It was so powerful. I wonder if this is going to affect the crude oil market. This big gaping hole up here. Look at this. Do you remember when this was happening? I'll never forget. This is crude oil at 104. It's going to $200 a barrel. Yeah, like Bitcoin's going to $1 million. Look at this. Can you believe that crude oil was ever to 146 a barrel? Good God, man. Good God Almighty, son. Look, I'm up $2, man. Check this trade out. Look at that top bottom on the 15. See, now I can scalp out. Now here's the thing. Got my finger on the profit ticker. I'm in 8K. Can I wait 3 minutes? No, I'm just going to get out. Boom, flat. Okay. Let's go back to the world markets. I heard stocks were up like 500 points. Oh, look at that Bitcoin. Bitcoin's knocking on the door of, I say, this top, 4,500. Sorry, Bitcoin. You suck. Oh, Bitcoin's going to the moon. Look at the British pound storming into this hole on the north side. Look at this. Holy Grail trading system. That's the end of wave 4. Now we start going. The dollar's in trouble. Crude oil's going to go up. The petrodollar's in trouble. You watch the petrodollar. Where do these terms come from? Look at the guppy. Look at this thing on a tear. Here's a nice top bottom before we left the gate. Breakout pullbacks. I think this is the big one here. I got blue lines because of the previous. Where's this thing going to? Holy God. Anybody going to sell here? There's got to be a million people waiting to sell there. Copper. Copper looks like it's ready to make a move up. Pound New Zealand. Kind of melting down. Here's that pound CAD. Look at this stupid ass robot trading this thing. Take this stupid template off here. Put this dumb template on. Waiting for update. Please hold. So I don't know. It's gonna take. I could probably crash the platform trying to find that data. It's going back. It's trying to grab new data. It's taking forever, man. I could crash the platform. Look at this pathetic currency. Oh, no connection. I'm surprised. I've had this demo account for a coon's age. Don't got no more. Oh well. That's weird. Gotta reboot that somehow. No connection. It said not responding and all that stuff. Typically not responding what I would see before it crashes. Yeah. Maybe they went out of business. I'll go for Amsterdam, even though it's slow. New York City. That's fast. 30 milliseconds. Nothing. It's all gone. Oh well. They must have turned it off. I was making too much money, just like that guy said. They probably found out I was trading for fun. Anyways. Looks like Edge is here today. He's a Fibonacciist. Still waiting for them to refill me on this. So I scalped out of that. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to dare them to fill me in 15 minutes down here. So this must have been a classic. This is buy the rumor, sell the fact. A lot of rumors. I think markets probably can move on rumors and move on anything. I think you'd probably trade this without worrying about what the news means to the market. Looks like we're going to go for another run here. I suspect we're going to march north now. Looks like a beautiful trend here for the moment. A lot of ruckus pullbacks. We've had 4 touches on close here. Might be getting long in the tooth. Fizzle near the end of the day. And, you know, I mean, this, I think why trends don't last. They leave too much vacuum behind here. And then the market collapses into that. So we've got these pockets left behind. And I think it's satisfied. Up here. Wait for a double top. We go to the 1 hour chart. Zoom out. Kind of choppy. This is a Tokyo drift. London sell-off. Pop up in the morning, come back. Get a top bottom on closing prices here, then go ripping north. Pretty choppy, pretty hard to trade. You could have sold up there. So you either could have counter trend traded that. You could have been the guy that sold up here. And that whole range and bought back here and be done for the day. I don't know. Show us something interesting, please. Your theory sucks a little. How does it suck? Well, what's your strategy? Yeah, looks like Evolve went offline. They probably got hit by one of Trump's girlfriends. How does my theory suck? First explain how my theory sucks, and then I buy low and sell high. Okay. I'm making money so far. Okay, did you email it to me just now? I mean, the grid's there to keep, I mean, I'm going to sell up here, right? Well, I just traded it. You just saw me trade it. I don't know what more you want. How about this one? Would you sell above that for the next 15 minutes? A 3K. Would you sell above this price for 15 minutes? And would you sell up here at the high of the day for the next 15 minutes? These orders are going to... I just create my own auction. 15 minutes. I'm asking the market to spike up there in 15 minutes. You think we can do it? It's an if-then statement. If you've been it over to Kill Stokes, you would know this. It's too much theory. What do you want? You want me to trade on a 1 minute chart? Okay. I missed my entry here. It would have been right here. By every minute it pulls back in an uptrend. Is it going up? Yes. I missed my entry. I'm not going to chase it. So I'll put a 1K right here for an hour. That's completely different than putting a 1K here for 15 minutes. I wouldn't ever use buy and sell limits if I know that this time EU is going up and headed towards 130. Why? Do you think it's going to go a straight line? Do you really think these markets move in a straight line? It might be going to 130, but what are you going to do in the meantime? Don't you want to trade? Everybody that criticizes me, they're never like, dude, you're full of shit. This is why. see where you emailed me. Here's an email. I emailed you back regards to trading the Dow while doing my day job. I think you got to add a 0 to these to do the Dow. The Dow is like trading gold with these scripts. Now, silver, on the other hand, I think you can actually trade with these scripts. Okay, you're a swing trader on what time frame? Okay, Forex trader. Are you the guy that sent me the what do you call it? The scalping robot? I ran it, but, you know, it wouldn't, you know, it's a robot. It wouldn't trade. And then what it did, I think I ran it. I mean, it depends. Maybe there wasn't enough data. It didn't do too well. I mean, it gets its ass kicked if you put it in the wrong time frame. And robots just suck, really. Some guy, this must be the guy Craig, sent me an email, says, I've been using your concepts for a while with your scripts. If I place a grid below the market, if I place a grid below, they buy limits. If I place them above, they become sell limits. What do I do if I want to place stops above the market? Well, you have to go like this. These are the only ones that would flip. So if I put this above, it'll be a buy stop. Below, it'll be a buy limit. But you can't do these basket scripts like that. At least I don't know how to do it. This guy in Britain, Cleves, just rewrote these to do the buy limit, sell limit. But if you did that, the other way to do it is to, if you go to your, I set most of these hotkeys, in other words, C4, this would be a buy stop. So if I hit this key, that's a buy stop 2 pips above. Here's a sell stop 2 pips below. These are hard-coded. You can make these anything you want. So C5, you can say how many pips above. It's 2.2 above. The stop is 5. Take profits is 12. And you can just run this on a tablet. Well, I typically run that on a tablet where I don't have to think about it. I just go buy stop. I just go, especially as the market's dropping here, I go buy stop, and they last 15 minutes. They can last as long as you want. Inside the code here, this is how long they last. You can't do 5 minutes, but you can do 15. And then if you don't want that ticket there, which I don't, see, the whole time I was just demonstrating this, I had to beat the account up. I couldn't treat it like a real money because I don't want those tickets there. I want to close that. I'll take these buy limits, though. I guess I get a kick out of buying a spike. So for an hour, I'd buy here, and I'd buy here for an hour with a 9 pip stop, and I'd also buy unfair value way down here. So if we come ripping back in here, now here's the big kahuna, 15 minutes at 10K. I may only get filled at the top of that bank. I got a 20 pip stop to make 20, but I don't have to, I can scalp it. I don't have to wait till I just make 20 pips. I can just use this as a known risk. I'm risking $20 if we rip down in 15 minutes. If I do that same script at the same price, but if I overlap it down here, this is almost unfillable in 15 minutes based on the way the market typically behaves. It's all typical behavior. But here, look at 15 minutes. Boom. 15 minutes. Boom. So it is possible, but maybe not so much near the end of the day like this, to get that kind of drama. But let's just say this guy, Forex trader, what's the trade right now? You have a trading platform. Tell me your trade. I can never get anybody to tell me their trade. Well, like I said, I should probably compile every script I ever wrote in some master file and be like all scripts. And a lot of these are named. Like I have some, like I got about 6 years, 7 years of scripts, and I should probably put them in a master thing. And then you can, like, you probably want to write them to fit your own kind of crazy style. But, you know, hey, it, like, early on I wrote stuff called, like, Bigfoot and 15-minute spike. And then later on I decided, well, I'm going to include the price ranges in the script. And so I'd say, like, if the script reads 5, 15, 20, that means it's going to buy from 5 pips away from current all the way to 15 with a 20 stop. And it might be hard stop or semi-soft. And it doesn't describe the take profits, but I have some called trend buys, which means it would buy at the market, buy at a stop, buy at a limit, but everything's gauged for pretty tight stop of like 12 pips, 15, looking to make 45. Kind of a greedy entry, a greedy thing. Well, what is your strategy? Can you describe it? Does it involve buying low and selling high? Okay, here he is. Here's the strategy. Let's see. Did you backtest this thing? I hope, right? I get a kick out of when people say they backtested it. It's just adorable. Here, I'm gonna create a. I'm like, really? What? So you could have? Well, so I can have a positive expectation. That shit they teach over in power trading. Well, I could go, and then what? You have your positive expectation. Like, I went to the gym. I got washboard abs. I got a really nice car. I'm gonna go pick me up a girlfriend, make babies. How'd that work out for you? Well, I don't know. It seems like I'm just picking up a bunch of crack whores, but having a lot of fun. If that's what you're talking about. It's kind of it's successful, but it's dicey. How in the hell? Problem with cracking jokes is people would say, "Hey man, not everything's funny." Oh, the fuck it's not. Okay. Okay, so let me see here. Here's your strategy. So let me change the font because I'm getting old. I can't read this shit no more. Let's put some crazy font on this strategy. It might look at this. One day. Here, let's put, since you're German, right? Here, let me put some German font on that for you. Some Bohemian font. This would probably help your strategy right off the bat. This is not a very good color scheme either now, is it? High-low, previous day breakout with buy, sell, stop limits. Well, which is it? A swing system made by myself from Bollinger Bands. Okay, what's the Bollinger Band? Let me put up the Bollinger Bands and give me your settings. From semaphores and super trend indicators, zigzag trading, weekly breakout strategy. Weekly breakout strategy for dark days. Is that what, like a down candle? Welcome to Dark Days Forex. Today what we'll be doing, and consistent one, you can make with $1 million in a year out of just 1,000. Well, that'd be good. Then I get some hot German hookers. Trap strategies with buy and sell stops. I think you mean limits, but on a 50 pip movement. I think the markets are just too dynamic to come up with a static amount of pips That was the big problem with Ryan Brown's scheme, was that the markets typically move about 500 pips. What if they don't? What if they go off the chart? Now automated martingale, which I somehow hate its entry on Renko charts. Wow, Renko charts, really. I think you're stepping too far away from reality. Like if you got to put on really nice sunglasses and dress your girl up in really nice clothes, maybe she's just ugly. My own EA, Almighty Expert. I ran the Almighty Expert, and I saw Jesus. Even when it lost, like, thank you, Jesus. I made from that one. I sold you record 50% profit, following scalper. Never lost strategy, sort of. This is my collection of techniques and strategies. Okay, whatever you're taking, I want some. Can you send me some of your drugs if you've got any left over? And you're trading at the clearinghouse. The clearinghouse giving you a little bump. Give me some drugs on the side. Let's see here. So, oh, you're Romanian. Okay, let's see a Romanian font for you. Hammer House of Horror font. Yeah, the Curse of Dracula, EA. I wish I had one day, because fonts, I used to have to pay for fonts, and now they're free. Let me get a better color scheme going here so you can really experience the joy of fontness. I'm very fond of your font. Me too. Let me personalize my desktop a little bit. I think I got a bad color for my background. Okay, I'm with you. The window's letting me know that I did something terrible. Ing. You can't do that. Oh, thank you, Bill Gates. How about Bill Gates and Zuckerberg in some kind of mad sescapade? Can we have that in the news, please? Then we could put on a hedge inside. We could do a butterfly hedge in options in Forex. They're caught in a compromising position. But the trap strategy you have here is with stops, though. You want limits on a trap, don't you? Or are you going to go with the breakout? Everything so you're accusing me of being all like, what do you call it? You're calling it theoretical. Well, you're totally theoretical on this news thing. Please hold. My microphone stands not properly adjusted. I'm cranking down on Zuckerberg's. We're going to hang him later today. I'm the guy responsible for get the ropes ready for Zuckerberg. Make sure the trap door is going to open on time. Make sure that, because you can't try to, if you try to execute somebody electric chair and they survive, I think you're not allowed to. Isn't there some rule? Yeah, let's just go look for a better font. This might make your strategy work better. I got one here that is so lacy you can't even read it. How about this one? These are free now. I used to have to pay for that. I kind of like it here better. I remember the days you had to get fonts on a piece of paper and you had to rub them on the paper. Yeah, here's a little bit more Dracula. I like this one. This is a little more European. There you go. Oh, I'm liking it better now. Because see the one small? I'm digging that font. Welcome to Afternoon Fonts with Psycho Trader. I sort of got one here that's so intense you can't even read it. Here's my trading strategy. What do you think? I call it a fortune cookie trading strategy. I finalize with that. How about this is like this really helped your strategy out quite a bit, actually. A little bit here, Underworld. This is what I really like, is the Underworld one. This is right out of that movie. Not that it's legible. So what do you think? Oh, they're coming into my buy limits. Andrew Dice, how about the Andrew Dice Clay trading? Oh! Oh, they're filling my limits. Comic Sans. curse of Fu Manchu font. Hey, you know what? This strategy works good with the yen, though. If you see what I'm... a yen strategy. I'm ethnicity signaling the market. Would you... How about... how about... Let's see here. No, I got one here that's... It's insane, man. Look at this one. This is for the girls to trade with. I had a girl write in my... when I was a little kid, I was a real nerd. I had glasses. They called me Four Eyes. And one of the girls wrote in my yearbook like this. That's yearbook nerd font. Actually, she kind of wrote like this. You've been so much fun. You've been the best class clown. Thanks for getting straight Fs while you cracked up the class. You're welcome. Yeah, go. Get the font bigger. It kind of looked like this, as I recall. And this is all the hugs and kisses here. It's a zigzag trading. I think I should sell a trading course, and the books are printed like this. Dude, can you clean up the font? I can't read the fucking manual. Something private? Okay. Here, how about me on guitar? You want to hear the evil that exists in my mind? Here's a song I wrote way before Trump even talked about building a wall. They call this Border Patrol. Swear to God. Years before Trump was even a glimmer. Sorry, I had it turned down. Here, you got to hear from the beginning. This is called Border Patrol. With the magic of samples, these are samples done in a hanger, like a saw. I mean, it's like I paid like fucking $300 for these samples. They're 24-bit samples, native instruments. It's me on guitar. Got a real synth in there, analog synth. I accidentally turned on the sound. So you're saving the good stuff for yourself. You're letting us trade the shit stuff, so we go out there and crowd the market with our bad tickets. I can see what you're doing. What a plan. Look, I'm trapped in this cell. Who told me to put that cell in there? Fucking up my metrics. Let me see this shit works. You gotta be kidding me, dude. You're living in a fantasy land. Only thing that works is execution. Really, you got RSI, MACD indicators. You have a second collection of my techniques, but I don't send them to anybody. Nobody's going to kill you, trust me. Yeah, it's I make food, thus people, 5 dishes, 2 loaves of bread like Jesus did. There you go. Markets are dead now, aren't they? I don't know what Evolve's done. Evolve's history, it's just not as... They're gone. Oof, look at this run. What's that all about? I think we're in an uptrend. I think we're making a run for the border now. Border Patrol. It's very, bullish, isn't it? Look how spazzed out this chart's acting. I don't know. I like scalping. I just want to be out of it. I want to take money and run. I don't want to hang around with these trades, I guess. It's too much effort. Too much to worry about. I have very many ideas and use them all to, in so much as market unpredictable. Oh, market very unpredictable. I use multiple strategies. Oh, my computer's just totally crushed. I should have rebooted before I was streaming. Too much crap running in the background here. Now the whole computer's froze. Beautiful. Nothing's working. Absolutely not. It's totally frozen. I gotta buy a new computer. Yeah, this one just overloaded. You run it from a stick. Yeah, I probably should run it from a stick. Are you running it in Windows 8 or Windows XP? I try to load it on a stick. Yeah, just to open Task Manager won't come up. When I'm caught in this thing where everything's hanging, and I just run this computer so hard. Look, when you open up a file, just having the editors open, which I've got editors open, I've got the File Explorer open, that uses up so much resources, it's mind-boggling. It boggles the mind. I should put it on a USB drive. Here, let me close some of the editors. I got too much shit open in here. Even this text thing. So, I got so much going on. Too much. Well, in this broker, it's half a pip. Right now. This is the spread indicator in the upper right-hand corner. It's pretty tight. Like I said, I don't really have the energy to trade this 1 minute chart. Here's your top bottom, here's your buy signal. But you gotta trade so big on that to make it worth your while. Are you gonna make like 20 cents on that trade? It's just not worth it. We're going up though. No. If I had a solid state drive, I got 16 gig of RAM. I got an old processor. Yeah, if I had a solid state drive that it booted off of, it would boot instantly. And if I was going to back test a robot, which I find to be really anxiety torture, I could do that with a solid state drive and stuff like that. But I guess every time I think about it, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Not in that big a hurry, I guess. I don't know. Nobody's paying me to stream. Maybe if somebody's paying me to stream, I could justify it. Tick chart. But are you trading automated Forex trader, or are you trading manually? There's no commission on this account. This broker's still going strong. This is Uniglobe. Visa in, wire out. Unless you live over there. See, that refresh there is that I had to swap out memory. Even though I got a huge video card. OBS does that. See, OBS interrupts my video card. So here's the broker I'm using on the demo. No commissions. Pretty sure. No commissions. There's Uniglobe right here. Uniglobe. Negative balance protection. I don't think they're regulated, but notice how they put safe regulatory environment. Look how hot this girl is. Let's see if she's available. Well, English. Mike. Phone. Holy shit. Look at this, just to talk to somebody. God. Start chat. Yeah, look at how white her teeth are. Come on. She's white teeth hot. I'm going to write in broken English. IUSA can trade there. I'm Mike. He's Michael. He's hot. Look at this guy. I think they're husband and wife. They're running this thing. Look at his hair's got a little gel on it. I should tell him to go to YouTube to complete the conversation. No, I'm in the U.S. Yo's doing cocaine in Britain. Yes, we accept kinds from the U.S. Okay, so, how do I deposit? Yeah, right. Once he finds out who I am, he's going to say, everybody but you can trade for the United States. I'm going to ask him if he has solid state servers. Okay. I'm probably talking to a fucking robot. Gee, I didn't know I had to go deposit window. Duh. So you go Visa in, but then the rest is wired out. Yeah. Net teller. I tried putting net teller money in here, but it wouldn't let me. It won't let me put Skrill in there. I already tried that. I got an account here. I just can't get money in. I'm going to go to Cash U. What I need to do is OK Pay is out of Russia. I used to have OK Pay and they kicked me out. When Dodd-Frank came out, they kicked me out of Perfect Money. I had all these wallets. I had Perfect Money. I had Skrill. I had OK Pay. I still got money. I got $38 floating out in the internet somewhere. You could trade here. You guys can get net teller. I know you guys in Britain can go Skrill. That's a British company. That's a British company. Hey, Uniglobe, St. Vincent Grenadines. Look at these platforms. Linux. Which really isn't true. This is really bullshit. What this is online trading through a browser through Linux. I wish it was Linux. There's no such thing as a Linux trading platform. It just means you can use a browser on Linux and go on the internet. It's so stupid. Why would they even say that? Uh-oh. I wanted that chick, but it's Mike. He wants to chat with me again. Hold on, Mike. Yeah, well. Hello there. He's trying to hit on me now. Don't get excited, buddy. I'm a long way away. I'm not as good looking as you either, so serious mismatch. Yeah, that's right. But they're claiming like, hey, we got the Linux version. I know. When's the girl come on support? This is really the people in St. Vincent look as good as this guy. Am I supposed to believe that's really him? Okay. Thanks. Let's try to be polite. Anyways, that's the name of that tune. Oh, look, it's going up. Should have stayed in. Oh, damn it. I don't know. Uniglobe. Yeah, Uniglobe. St. Vincent Grenadines. Uniglobe Markets. I should be a spokesman for them. Because so far, I've been trading my ass off for these people on demo. In fact, there's probably not enough server electricity for their real accounts. They're probably losing having me. I've been trading demo here for so long. They're like, yeah, you're the one. When I finally put money in my account, they're going to fucking debit me for burning up their servers. They had to put Raptor drives in there. 10,000 RPMs and servers. Are you getting any kickbacks? I should do a Grand Capital demo, actually. Like I said, the problem with Grand Capital, you need a cell phone to get in. God, Raspberry is that little baby computer, right? Raspberry Pi, that's a computer that fit like up your ass. It's so small, right? That Raspberry, you wouldn't even feel it. It's like, why are you sitting a little crooked? Well, I loaded Linux on the Raspberry and it's kind of like overheating the processor. See, look at there. You found my vision of trading. Hey, man. I mean, I'd still be in this thing, but I'm tired. I'm flat. I've had enough whipsaws for the day, thank you. I'm tired of being treated like a rag doll. No, I mean, I think the euro's going to go up. It's going to keep going, you know. But it's late. Here we come into the critical top of the hour. This is a big deal here, 3 p.m. Like I said, I'd sell for 15 minutes the high of the day here. They got to bum rush that up in here. My vision of trading is pure price. Price over time. No indicators. I mean, you can use indicators. Some guy came on the Discord this morning and said, "What's up? No indicators?" And I said, "Indicators for sissies." He's like, "How come nobody's using indicators?" Yeah, we're taking a break. I'm in rehab. Indicator rehab, I call it. Other than that, I'm fine with indicators. Oh, God. Okay. Let me go look. So here's your almighty. What's tick chart creator? That's just. Do you have a what do they call it? Forex. My FX book. Do you have a my FX book account that you're tracking that EAN? Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, I think that the goal for the euro is to take out this high. Yeah. It's still ranging. I mean, we could still come back like 50 to 100 pips. I mean, look at this thing. Come on, this is a confused. mess, isn't it? What's this currency really doing other than going up and down? We'll just do a screenshot of the chart. Just do a screenshot of the equity curve. But so my question is that did you find it easier to let take your strategy and load it into a EA and just let the EA do it because it's a more disciplined approach? Then I think that's what Ryan Brown wanted to do, was just tell the EA, okay, this is my strategy. Go ahead and trade it for me, as opposed to the drudgery of manually trading. You know, I just don't believe that there's a strategy you could really throw into some for math. I mean, long term. So here's the weekly chart. It's churning north, but look at all these failed attempts. We could still have some more failures. Right now, it does look hell-bent on just, like, this is it. There's a triple bottom on the weekly right here. And I think we're leaving the station to the north side. But it doesn't mean you can't put sell limits above you and catch a flyback. It just doesn't mean you can't. It doesn't mean you can't counter trend trade. You can make just as much money counter trend trading if you get the sizing right. You know. Oh shit! I forgot to get my birds some food. I have outdoor pets. I had some new birds in the neighborhood showed up. I could tell because I never heard those sounds before. So I don't know what this bird is right now. I got a new bird here. Maybe the neighborhood's getting better. I mean, you can tell the birds are higher quality. Maybe you got a whole new crowd. New batch of birds. Almighty. So, Forex trader, how long have you been poking at these markets? How long have you been dabbling at this? 2 years? Yeah, well, I guess. So you trading for fun or extra cash? I think some of the realizations that you come to after you trade a long time, you just kind of think to yourself, well, I wish I could build a robot. Because if I'm sleeping, I want it to do these kind of things. But it's just so complicated. And I just don't trust the robot's not going to get stuck in some stupid loop. And like I said, I would trade real money on a nano account with a robot. Because then I'm like, well, what's the worst he could do? If I put $200 in there, he'd be able to execute a lot of tickets. Maybe he could save himself. He could dig out of a hole if he got trapped or he started to lose. But you know, so, you know, if you're trading for, you know, like there's nothing wrong with trading for fun, but I mean, just logically speaking, you would definitely want to have some type of, for me, more than one ticket, because I just don't feel comfortable believing that I can pick the exact price, or even a robot could pick the exact entry. It's asking a lot, you know. I would think it's really, you're asking a lot. But I mean, it's just a lifestyle, really. You don't have to trade every day. If you're addicted, you do. That's why I trade demo, because I'm a trading addict. People, why are you trading demo? Because I can't afford to experiment all day long with real money. Are you fucking nuts? I just ate some barbecued pizza and the goddamn thing. So, I mean, a lot of people are tricked by food too. I got this barbecued pizza and it's got chicken on there, but you know, there's so much sodium on the thing. Jesus Christ, of course it tastes good. The motherfucker's loaded with 5,000 milligrams of sodium. I got done eating. My heart was pounding. Yeah, okay. It's entertaining food, sodium enriched. Now I'm drinking, now I'm paying for it. I'm down like half a gallon of water on this fucking meal I just ate. The hell? The fucking meal was rigged with sodium. I don't want to blow up this demo account. I'm trying to treat this like my real money account. I can open another demo account. I got 1 million demo brokers. Not 1 million. How about, let's go for, oh, here's one. But I think my time ran out. I have to re-register. Oh, Oanda. Garbage account. I traded an Oanda once. With my scripts even. Who else do I got here? How about LMF Forex? About Trader's Way. I think the other one just came up on one of my screens that I turned off, and now it's just sitting there. Trying to bring up my demos. Let's see, I've got some. What else do I got? LMF Forex out of Britain. How about Trade-wise, but they kicked the United States out of trade. Well, here we go, getting really now. I guess I missed my entry right there. Should have bought that pullback. Every 5 minutes it's down, you buy. That's another trading system I invented. Pretty dumb, but dumber the better. It's not account blowing. I'd have to open a new account here. New demo account. It's not account blowing. I know, but I don't want to fuck up my stats. I ran that in a test and it didn't do too great. I'm pretty sure I ran that in the demo. I think I ran it here. It might be in here. Almighty Forex. Here it is. We'll test it right now. What time frame is it supposed to run on? Almighty Forex, what's the best time frame for it? I'm going to run on Euro USD with a spread of a half a pip. What we suggest the best time frame is. Let's see who makes more money. My script tester with my scripts in it. Almighty Forex. Okay, I'm going back 2002. What? I'm going to do the 1 hour time frame. Is that all right? Most robots can handle that. Isn't that a good time frame? I think the people that made that pizza own a water factory. When they say drink 3 glasses of water an hour, I think they were talking about that. What do you think? Which time frame is the best for this? I'm going back a few years here. Get a nice rally there on the euro. This is going to crush my computer running this fucking tester now. It just stopped my real account from trading. I'll trade my tablet now. Gotta put my tablet up. What's the best time frame there? Let's see this thing do some high-end performance. Okay. Gotta get backups going here. Waiting for data. Look at that euro go. That's what I'm talking about. Going after the high of the day, I must sell this. I'm gonna trade on my tablet. Okay, I'm gonna put just sell limits in there. Stop the tester. Okay, here we go. I'm on the 1 hour chart. I couldn't get it to trade. Here, I'm going to skip to the end. Made for tick chart. Well, it's just tick data. I mean, it's going to trade on a tick chart? What time frame? 1 minute? Probably be 1 minute, right? I set the thing to trade. I set the spread to very small. Here we go. We have to wait for the 5 minute. It's going to start trading. There you go. There she goes. She just made money. There you go. It's up. There you go. It's up 180 bucks. 11 trades. The equity is up here. Balance is down. It must be doing some kind of hedging. Equity is at, looks like it might be martingaling. Equity is at up $2,000. Balance is at 500. I don't know if it's done trading. No, it's still thinking. Equity just came back to the balance. Is it hedging? Because it looks like it's hedging and martingaling. 1 minute. Okay. I think I tried it in 1 minute and blew it up. Okay, I'm on the 1 minute. It's going to take a long time to compile. I think. Here we go. A 1 minute chart. It's kind of hard to test it. I just went back 5 years on the 1 minute chart. Like I said, I don't think these computers can really... Okay, let me just go back 1 week, because it just can't look at that much data. It has a limit. There's a buffer limit. It has nothing to do with the size of my hard drive either. So I have a half a pip spread on the 1 minute. Going back about 3 weeks. That's it. It's done trading. How about if I go back? I'll just trade for 1 day with it. How about 2 days? 1 week straight on the 1 minute chart. Euro's treading water. It's just not enough drama worth trading. It looks like we blew it up. It won't trade. Let me go back further. It won't hunt. We have to go to today. For some reason, it has to be today's date. Oh, sorry, this is wrong. Today's date in here. Okay, 1 minute chart. Put the 5 minute chart. It does better in the 5 minute chart. Here it is. It made $4,000 in, it looks like 1 month on the 5 minute chart. See if I go back another month. It looks like it's trading pretty big. Okay, that's going back. So if I go back on the 5 minute chart, it works. Are you letting this thing trade your real money? Uh-oh. I think I just crashed it. Looks like it's making money. Let's go see it. It looks like it's trading about half a standard lot. Is that what it's fixed at? Or is it picking that based on how much? It looks like it's got a static size. It's got a buy stop, sell stop. No market orders. I'm guessing if I make the spread wider, it's going to get killed. It's stop entry. Okay, so it's let's see for the win rate. So what is it? Just trade breakouts from a narrow range? Let's run it. I can run it at Evolved Markets. Can run it there live. Later on, I can stick it in a live account. Live demo. See what happens. I wish I could get this thing to do the test for a sample size that's back in the past. Try that. Okay, now I took off that last part. It says it's working. I'm doing it on the 5-minute chart. I'm using every tick. Did you write this thing or did you buy it? Okay. We'll go back 2 years. You wrote it at 50%. 50% of your IQ. You held back on this when you wrote it. Oh, you wrote half of it. Someone help me. Someone help me. I'm preparing the EA because I've mistaken the version of it. We charge for help. Let me skip to the end. This is going back. Yes, I can't understand what these EAs trade the way they do. No matter what time thing I pick, it seems I get the same results. What if I go for a sample way back in time in the time machine? Maybe I got to pick this one too. I don't fucking out here. Let's try that. This has to be today. It doesn't work unless I make it today. Okay. So are you letting this thing trade your real account? You let this beast take over? Come home and it's raped your wife. Didn't see that coming. Turns out Twilight Zone episode. You think it was free? Like that guy that emailed me. You think that you can just go and do that and download a thing and start trading? Well, you think you could just do that? Holy gee willikers. $3.13. So who's observing join the Discord? Looks like it's making money here, dude. What is the results? What's the journal say? The report. So the journal. I want to see how much money it made, though. We made 64 bucks here, and our biggest loss would be 88 bucks. And then it's taking chunks out of the market. Why doesn't it show me the size of the ticket? Oh, so it's changing the size based on how much money's in the account, I'm guessing. Because we see the biggest size it would trade is it's kind of building the account. The trade's bigger as time goes on. Looks like starts off trading a half a standard lot, and then it gets going there. Starts to pile into it. Looks like it's scalping, because really you're in 76K and you only made 19 bucks. I think it's scalping, right? Here it's getting its ass kicked. It's losing 80, makes 3 bucks. So when it makes money, it's making anywhere from $12 to $64 bucks, the best winning trade. So it's like a moving average system, I'm guessing, some kind of yeah, definitely lags on my stream. Really? You mean broker limitation, like how much money is in your account, what the leverage is? Here's the settings. I can't modify it, I have to come in here. I go for expert, modify the expert here. Let me see your settings. I can't modify it, I guess. Oh, here it is, properties. I guess you determine here how much it's going to trade, right? Max spread, 2.5 pips. So you could set maximum drawdown. So this is based on a Bollinger Band. It's a breakout system, it looks like to me. It's stop entry. It's waiting for the Bollinger Band to get small. So what's its criteria? Low volatility gets in. I don't think these brokers have a limit. They wish you would just trade like crazy size, I think. Market's all scatterbrained now. I think we're dead in the water here until Asia comes. You know, it's just kind of drifty. Okay, I gotta take a nap here, get ready for Asia. So thanks for coming and watching the antics. Don't forget to tip your waitress. Irregularly scheduled programming will begin. Let's see if they have a thing for that. There's a guy in the news, hey, Who's the guy in the general chat room? Who's observing? Hey, who's observing? Are you there? Did you see the guy in the news who bought the homeless guy a shotgun for the Libertarian Party? You see that shit? That's classic. Doesn't get any better than that. Oh boy, what the news is they raided Trump's attorneys. Stormy Daniel raided Trump's attorney or something. You can't make this shit up, dude. It's like the best. So, yeah. Anyways, I gotta go watch the news. It's too funny. Let's see if Zuckerberg's gonna be accused of fucking Putin. Okay, I got the quote code here. I'll take a look at it. I'm just exhausted. I'll have to run it on the other broker. I'll put it on this. I got two demos I can run it on real time. Just run it on the euro because it's the tightest spread. It looks like it'll run on the 5-minute chart. Yeah, I'd throw a few bucks in it. I think I got to out trade it in the long run, but I mean, I think a human could out trade a robot. But yeah, if it's going to sit there and churn out a few bucks, man, with no more effort than making sure that it doesn't trade in Asia. I don't know. Does it have a limitation? Is there a thing here where it says do not trade? I see you're starting at the first of the hour. You're not going to trade the 24th hour. So apparently you're omitting Asia. It starts 1 hour in, right, to 23, or is this a 24-hour span? It looks like you're chopping off. It's only going to trade for 22 hours. So 0 hour it doesn't trade, and then it's going to stop at 4 o'clock just before the brokers roll over. So it's going to start trading again at 6 p.m. So it really trades 6 to 4. This way it doesn't get bad spreads and bullshit signals. I'm assuming that's how it's going to go, especially with a thing like that. I'd have to assume that's it, right? The logic on how it runs. Oh, man. Gotta redo the windows here. Now I got a bunch of these tests up here I gotta get rid of. It keeps churning out the charts. I'm gonna still publish this thing, FX Blue. Try to clean this thing up. Using a lot of I didn't see how it trades, what it's thinking, but let's get these guys back to normal. Okay, so we're pulling back here. I'm going to put some limits in here. So here's some 1 hour ones. The time grid is a lot safer. We start with the 1 hours at the top, and with 2 hours go deeper. This way, we won't get filled in 3 hours to get down here, 4 hours to get down here. I think that's the best approach. Right, because we don't want to get in unless they can. Now 4 hours down here. And then like 6 hours down here deep, 8 hours down here. I should put some 12 hours in here, but I can usually get back here in 8 hours unless I fall asleep in a coma. Alrighty then, so I'm going to sign off here. Go watch the circus of the unstars.